Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Morning Live Show. The live show's podcast and meta content is brought to you every week by these loyal sponsors. McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, only bypass in Camden, Alabama, serving their customers for 30 years. Join the McGraw-Webb Chevy family today. Tucker ATV, Jackson, Alabama, your local servicing Polaris Hustler Echo dealer with an international reputation. CT Ward Power Sports in Camden, Alabama, XL Godfrey Hurricane Boats powered by Mercury and Yamaha engines, your water skiing gear headquarters on Lake Millers Ferry. Safford Trading Company and Safford Equipment under the tower in Safford, Alabama, home of your residential and commercial lawn care bundle bear. Wildlife Management Solutions in Utah, Alabama. Let the guys at WMS select the right seed and blends for your soil type. South Alabama Kubota and Reynolds on the Strip in Monroeville, Alabama. Kubota and Skag Zero Turns, the right Kubota tractor for the right price. Thanks for supporting the Gettin Outdoors sponsors and enjoy the show. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Gettin Outdoors live show. It is April the 14th, 2023. We're live from the Lawler Timber Company, Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center. 61 degrees, cloudy with a south-southwest wind at 2 miles an hour. And my special co-host this morning, Mr. Michael Cook, director of the Wilcox area chamber. We've got a lot to talk about today. Michael, how you doing? I do want to mention this before we get started. I just got a text, and I see he's on here. Jim Harrison said they're moving the Five Alive Atmore Bass Club tournament from Claiborne, I guess because of the water, Jim, to Bridgeport City Landing tomorrow. Now, is that just a club tournament or is that an open tournament, Jim? Let me know that, and we will put it out there. So that's breaking news as we speak. Michael, what we want to talk about today is next weekend, the 12th, 13th annual Mark Curl Memorial Barbecue Cook-Off, and that is one of your big events of the year, right?
That is our biggest event of the year. This year we're having to mix it up a little bit because of the road construction that's finally supposed to start Monday, I guess.
And I'll go over that in a minute when Michael gets through.
But because of the road construction, we normally have our barbecue cook-off in downtown Camden around the courthouse, the old courthouse. But road construction is going to force the detour right through downtown Camden. So this year we're going to move our cook-off out to the Camden Airport Park where the ball fields are. And that's 112 Airport Drive. It's off Highway 221. Probably not even a mile from McDonald's store. So if you know where McDonald's store is, you can find the airport. That's going to be next Friday and Saturday, the 21st and 22nd of April. Now, Friday night, we're going to start off about 6 p.m. We'll have some entertainment. We've got Clay Watson, a local boy, going to come to town. Going to play some music for us.
Friday night.
That's right. Friday night. Friday night, starting at 6 p.m. Clay will be there. He's got somebody else coming with him. They're going to play some music for a while. Sammy Kennedy will be there that night cooking some food. I talked to Sammy yesterday. He's actually going to be in town Friday during the day, and he's going to set up in the the old Foodland parking lot.
Smoky Sam from Birmingham.
Yeah. So come see Sammy Friday during the day and get you some lunch, and then you can come out at night, get some dinner from him. We've got a bunch of raffles. We're going to start giving those away on Friday night. The majority of those will be Saturday, but we'll give some away on Friday night. Friday night we'll also have some snow cones for the kids. Then we'll come back Saturday morning. Saturday runs from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday we'll have some bouncy houses and slides for the kids. We'll have other activities for the kids. Of course, we'll have the barbecue cook-off, the teams. We've got over 20 vendors lined up, so we'll have lots of vendors. We have Mr. Ira McLean will be there with the classic car show.
Now that really turned out good last year.
We nearly ran out of room last year for cars. So
the classic cars is all I saw it happen in Orville at the tractor show when they first started the antique tractor shows. Then they added the cars, Michael. And they did blame it was more cars than it was tractors for us.
Yes,
those people get into those antique cars.
Yes,
now.
Sir. There's some good looking cars out there. So we'll have barbecue. We'll have the Taster's Choice, where you can vote for your winner who you think has the best barbecue, and we'll give that prize away.
Now let me ask you this: is it still time if somebody wants to put together a team to cook in it? Is it still time to get in it? Will you take some more cook teams?
Yes, we're still taking cook teams. However, you need to let me know by Monday, this coming Monday at lunchtime. Now you can go to WilcoxAreaChamber.com, go to the events page there, and it has the forms you need to sign up. So if you can fill one of those out and email it to me, whatever, just call me, let me know you're coming, but I need to know by 12 o'clock Monday.
And your phone number, and I'm sorry, that was what was on the fly. I put your cell phone number up there.
That's fine. Because that is the best way to get me, because I don't spend a whole lot of time in the office. I'm usually out and about. So cell phone is the best way to get me. I usually put it out there anyway.
And I tell you what, it's going to be something. And so I promise you, y'all need to get your cook team up. And does it cost anything to enter?
There's $100 entry fee.
Okay.
Entry fee. Now, in addition to the barbecue cook-off, simultaneously, there's also the Hog Wall for Art Festival.
I was going to ask, are they moving that from Black Belt Treasures to the airport?
Those ladies at Black Belt Treasures, they're going to load up their stuff and they're going to bring it out to the airport. Bless their hearts. So I'm sure I'll help them, and we'll find some other help for them. But they're going to be out there. They have at least 6 demonstrating artists will be there. They have an author. Her name is Mary Johns Wilson, and she wrote 100 Things to Do in Alabama Before You Die. And she will be there signing copies of her book, the second edition of her book. They'll also have kids' activities, art, and games for the kids to do. Additionally, the Wilcox County Dolly Parton Imagination Library will be out there. They'll have activities for kids, probably have some books. And I'm hearing there's going to be a special guest appearance by Wilcox County's Dolly Parton.
Really?
Yes. Now this isn't Dolly Parton from Nashville. This is Wilcox County's Dolly Parton. So we'll have a Dolly Parton out there for you as well. And don't forget, we've got a ton of raffle prizes we'll be giving away that Saturday.
And that's next weekend, starting Friday night with entertainment by local artist Clay Watson. And Sam Kennedy will be down there, Sam, with his barbecue wagon Friday night.
Yes, sir.
And it just starts all Friday night, but the big event will be Saturday, and it's going to be something for everybody.
Yes, sir. Something for everybody. We've got vendors, all kinds of vendors, whether it be artworks, yard decorations, clothing. We've got the Rose Lily Boutique, so bring your wives so they can walk in there and buy them some clothes. K-Bree Desserts will be there with desserts, and they may have something else. So there'll be different kinds of food there as well.
And remember now, it's at the airport this year, not downtown Camden. It is at the airport, and it is the 13th. Let's got 12th.
12th. I said 13th. It is 12th.
12th annual Mark Curl Memorial Barbecue Cook-Off and Festival. You might as well say it's really turned into more of a festival than a cook-off.
Yes, sir.
We have some mighty good cook teams also that's going to be there.
Yes, and it's free admission, so bring your whole family out. Something for everyone.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, all right, and anything else?
I think that's it on
the
there.
The main thing, if you want to cook in it, if you want to compete in it, and it is a competition, you need to get up with Michael. Let me put this number, and you can go to this website, which is www.wilcoxareachamber.com. And it's got all the forms, information, rules, and regulations on there. Or you can call Michael at 334-455-4553. And I tell you, if you enjoy cooking and you enjoy seeing a lot of people and having a good time, buddy, this is where you need to be next weekend. I promise you that. All right, now we got something going on today that I want you to talk about, and I'm very excited about it. And that is, and I know I got something. I thought I put it up here. But anyway, let's talk about Dr. Kidd's showing today.
Right. So in downtown Camden at the gallery, which is right there next to All Britain's, Wilcox Artworks is going to open up an exhibit starting tonight, and that's an exhibit of Dr. Kidd's photographs. Dr. Kidd that went on a trip out through the Northwest. He went to Yellowstone, through the Grand Tetons, and even into Canada. There you go. That's a good looking picture right there.
That's a buffalo with snow on his face.
So he's taken all types of wildlife photographs of buffaloes, snow owls, elk, and various landscapes. And Mary Margaret Kaiser told me what kind of process was used to print these photographs, but I'm not an artist, so it kind of went over my head. But just know there's a bunch of good-looking photographs there on display at the gallery. There's going to be an opening reception tonight.
That's tonight from 5:30 to 7 o'clock.
5:30 to 7 p.m. tonight is the opening reception. Come on out. They want to see everybody. I'm sure they usually have some hors d'oeuvres and a little bit of wine and something like that.
Might even be a little champagne.
Yep, might do it. Tonight's the opening reception, but the exhibit will be there through the 28th of April. So, and the gallery's open various times.
Yeah, you're just going to have to contact them. You can do a special show, and if you got a group coming in here and want to go see it, call Mary Margaret. She'll open up for you.
Yeah, get in touch with me, and I'll get you to the right folks, or get in touch with anybody from Wilcox Artworks or the folks there at Black Belt Treasures. They can get you lined up for a showing.
And I think he's going to have some local folk wildlife photography he's done also in there, I'm sure, and there will be prints for sale.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that opens up tonight, 5:30 to 7 o'clock, and I tell you, Dr. Huey Kidd is one of the best wildlife photographers I've ever seen his work. I mean, he is really, really a great photographer, and all that stuff will be on display tonight at the gallery downtown Camden, right across from the courthouse, from 5:30 to 7 o'clock. Y'all go check it out. And Michael, you got to be mighty happy being the chamber director with all the new activity going on downtown Camden. We got Molly Collins just opened up her business in the old library building. Of course, we got the Fox and the Hen. The Pecan just opened. I understand they're doing really, really good.
Yes, sir.
Downtown, of course, Coast to Coast True Value in downtown Camden, Black Belt Treasures, All Britain's. Florida. It's just a lot happening in downtown Camden, and dadgummit, they fixing to mess it up for 60 days with that construction. But anyway.
Well, that construction is going to send a few more folks downtown. So maybe I'll get some of them to stop.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, but Saturdays downtown Camden are really hopping, because you got the folks at Pecan doing brunch. Coast to Coast is open. Black Belt Treasures is open.
I didn't know Black Belt they open on Saturday.
Black Belt Treasures is open from 10 to 2 on Saturdays.
Okay, all right, that's good to know. And and I'm telling you, it's just downtown Camden is booming on Saturday. I say it all the time, Michael. The destination place in Alabama to be on Saturday is downtown Camden.
Yes, sir. There's a lot going on. Not just in downtown. We've got. New owner out at Rack and Reel. Jeff Hamilton's the new owner.
Yeah. He is changing that menu up, buddy. I'm telling you.
They're going to have seafood platters on the weekends. seafood
saw
platters.
that. Mm-hmm.
Taco Tuesday, they're still doing Wind Down Wednesday and Wing Night on Thursday, but they're changing up the menu a little bit. So exciting times in Camden right now.
All right, and Mayor Margaret says the gallery will be open Saturday. So come on to Camden tomorrow, have brunch at the New Pecan, open by new owners, and check out Dr. Kidd's photos at the gallery, and also Coast to Coast and Black Belt Treasure. You can find whatever you want to find. Now, next Saturday, though, we want you down at the airport at the Mark Curl.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's time to do it all.
Yeah,
there's time to do it all
right.
next Saturday.
That's exactly right. Well, I tell you what, anything else you got you want to go over, Mike?
I believe I think that's all my notes I had. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I sure appreciate you coming in here. And you come any Friday, you got something you want me to holler about it, you want to come in, you welcome here anytime.
Well,
you
thank
know
you,
that.
sir.
And I appreciate the good work you're doing. And I know they're keeping you busy with the Wilcox.
Yes, sir. I stay pretty busy.
Chamber of Commerce. And I know you got to go early, but I appreciate you coming in here. And I got a whole lot more to go over, y'all. So we got a lot more to do. So I just want to say thank you, Michael, once again for coming in here, and I'll see you next weekend. Mark Curl Memorial Barbecue Cook-Off. Get your cook-off teams together. Call Michael before 12 o'clock Monday to sign your cook teams up.
All right.
Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back right after a word from these loyal sponsors. West Alabama Land Services, Jason Daly, licensed, insured, forestry, mulching, brush cutting, and much more. Coast to Coast True Value in downtown Camden, a shopping experience you will never forget. Lofton's Bait Shop on the bypass, your first stop if you're hunting or fishing in Camden, Alabama. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Getting Outdoors live show. Thank you, Michael, for bringing all that information. That was something. Let's see who all we got on here. Woo, we got a good crowd. Tommy D up in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Mary Margaret Fife, Kaiser. Good morning, Miss Kay Donaldson. How you doing, my friend? She's getting ready for her Alabama Bass Trail tournament this weekend. Old Bug Tolson's tuned in. Keith Chick Melton, how you doing? I want to load up on them crappie, but I'm not going to get to go this weekend. B-Dog, Lou Cobb, Howard Gaston. Good morning, brother Howard Gaston. Let me see what he's got to say. Team Share the Gospel Fishing has an open tournament Saturday, April 22nd out of Service Park in Coffeyville, Alabama. So y'all put that on your calendar. Let's see. Miss Judy Pate, Wayne Edgeworth, Greg O'Slim's tuned in, Lou Cobb, Greg Chance, Thunder's tuned in, Jim Harrison. He says that it is I mentioned that it is a Five Alive tournament tomorrow at Bridgeport City Landing. Because of bad water, it's been moved to Bridgeport City Landing. It is a club tournament, not an open tournament, but if you want to join the club, they will welcome new members. Bucky Barrett's tuned in this morning. I'm trying to get everybody. Joe Allen done. Hey, while I got Joe Allen on here, I want to play this video that he put up yesterday while I got Joe Allen tuned in. This is kind of an old video, but y'all watch this.
Whoa. He don't want to come up. Look at him.
Now that's what you call long line jugging right there.
Good night. What a fish. Look what a flathead.
Oh my God.
Look. Have you ever?
Get the dip net.
That is a fine one. Kate, I want to let him go back down.
That's eating in the river right there.
Look at that.
God almighty.
Joe Allen grunting a little bit on that one.
Now, is that something?
a monster.
All right. Told you it was a big one.
All right, I just wanted to play that because Joe Allen's tuned in this morning. That was a while ago when he first started with those long line jugs. Rusty Godbo's tuned in. Don Philpott, Al and Brooke Smith over at Lock 5. Alan Hudson. I ain't seen Grandma Karen. Oh yeah, she is. Grandma Karen's on here. We'll do her weather report in a minute, but let's go over a few events I wanted to. We went over to Mark Curl Barbecue tomorrow out of Bridgeport, out of Demopolis City Landing. It will be the Poor Man's Team Trail Classic. Everybody that qualified for that tournament will show up in the morning at the ramp. That'll be in Demopolis. And then tomorrow in Selma, Alabama, Marshall Huey's bringing his Alabama Catfish Series tournament to Selma City Marina. That will be tomorrow at the ramp at Selma City Marina if you want to fish in a darn good catfish tournament. Then on the 22nd of April at Bridgeport City Landing, John bringing his Extreme Bass West Alabama Team Trail back to Bridgeport City Landing. And then on Thursday, the 27th of April, the Bridgeport City Landing Fruit Jar Tournament, 3 o'clock down at the Bridgeport City Landing. And then on the 29th, Maddie will have her Bridgeport Team Trail back at Bridgeport City Landing. And in Selma, Alabama on May the 6th, at the Selma City Marina, a Buddy Benefit Bass Tournament, $100 a boat. Keith King, Keith Lawrence, Tiger Jones, get up with them to get into that. And then we're all going to be getting ready for the Jugging Open coming up on June the 17th. So we got a whole lot of stuff coming up on the outdoors here in our area. Now, Bug says the construction will last over 90 days. Oh, Lord. I hope it don't. But anyway, it's going to be a mess with all that traffic coming through downtown Camden. Let's talk about birds for a minute. I put y'all a few pictures up here because it is time to be looking for birds. And I know I bore some of y'all don't care nothing about birds, but I did want to put a few of these pictures up. These right here are here. This is a picture Johnny Autry took a couple of years ago. That on the bottom is a blue grosbeak, and on the top is an indigo bunting. Indigo bunting is one of the loudest birds in the woods. You'll sure hear them. And I urge all of you to download the free Merlin app, and you can it's got a thing, a sound ID on it. You can play that sound ID and identify any bird that's singing in your yard or wherever you are. But those two will be, you'll see these two, they'll be bright blue. Some of them mistake them for bluebirds, but the one on top is an indigo bunting. It's a little bit smaller than the blue grosbeak, but both of them are solid blue. And when you see them, man, they are beautiful. Also, here's another picture two pictures that Johnny Autry took. This is a prothonotary warbler. We call them pea warblers. These warblers you'll find close to water, and they are all up and down the river. If you fishing in the river, if you bass fishermen or crappie fishermen or set up on the riverbank, they will be everywhere. They have a very distinct sound, and you can't miss them. They're so bright and yellow, but they are all up and down the river right now or anywhere close to water. Beautiful birds. Also, you're going to look up here one day. This picture was taken by Carl Jackson, June the 20th, I think, a couple of years ago. You're going to look on your feeder one day, and you're going to have these beauties there. These are rose-breasted grosbeaks, and they'll show up any day now. But they're not going to be here for long. They're just passing through. But a rose-breasted grosbeak, when you see one, they're unmistakable, the beauty. But everybody be on the lookout for all these birds that are coming in here. I love to watch them. I got bird feeders set up right here. Now, Tommy D has put the link up Merlin app, and I urge all of you to go download it on your phone. Also, I wanted to share this with y'all this morning. As most of you know, I live in a double wide trailer way out in the country, and that's fine and good. I've lived through several hurricanes and some very close tornadoes, but I'm getting old and crippled, and I just can't get out and run from them anymore. So I got Frank Lambert at Wilcox Ready Mix to install my storm shelter. He came Monday, and this is about 9 hours work in 1 minute. That backhoe going pretty good. Those guys did a great job. Call Fred McGraw and his team. Thunder, I expect you can get 8 or 10 in that thing. It's very, very well built. I tell you, the only thing that is, and I don't say it's troubling, but it's got a heck of an echo. It's made out of concrete, and when you get down in there and you're talking, its acoustics are awful in that thing. So I was thinking about doing some not live stuff because I ain't got no service, but yeah, it's got benches in it. I had one of the benches taken out because I'm gonna put a recliner down in there, but the echo is so bad, and I don't know if I'll be able to do any videos or anything, but you never know. You never know. But anyway, I wanted to share that with y'all. Now let's go over this one more time because everybody needs to know this. If you are making your plans to come to Camden, Alabama in the next 90 days, I'm gonna go over this pretty good. Now, if you're coming from Thomastown, Linden, Demopolis, Marion, Centerville, anywhere from North Alabama, where you usually come down 5 or 28, 28 will be detoured in Canton Bend, Alabama. You're going to have to turn right on 221. Now, 221 comes out on Highway 10 at McDonald's Grocery. But if you're in a small car, pickup truck, or pulling a boat, you can turn right there at McDonald's left. I think that's 162 or 164, and go up and come out at the Camden Methodist Church and go through Camden, go around like that. But you guys driving those 18-wheelers and those big trucks, you're going to have to go all the way down 221 till you hit Highway 41, like you're going to Coy, and turn left, and they're routing the traffic right through downtown Camden. If you're coming from Greenville or Selma or that way, you're going to have to come to Highway 10, and Highway 10 runs right through downtown Camden and go all the way out 41 and hit 221 to go around. It is going to be a headache. It is going to create havoc in downtown Camden, but that's just the way it goes, and we're going to have to put up with it. They said 60 construction days. Bug says 90. I guess it's according to the weather, but heads up. I think they're going to close the roads Monday. So heads up if you're coming to Camden to hunt, fish, coming to the pecan or the rack and reel or anywhere, you got to remember And here it's really going to affect CT Ward Power Sports. If you coming up here to look at one of those new boats, if you're coming from Monroeville, Greenville, or Selma that way, you're going to have to go all the way down 41, hit 221, and come around like that. And we have got a big, it's a open house at CT Ward Power Sports on April the 29th. April 29th. Shane Jones will be there, upgrading your Garmin Live Scope, and the Humminbird guy will be there. He's going to have reps from XL boats. We're going to have a new XL boat, bass boat there that they just released. So that's on April the 29th at CT Ward Power Sports. And I urge everybody to be there. Everybody to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Going to be some cooking. I hear that Chef Dunn and Chef Todd Morris might be doing the cooking there. That's just a rumor I heard yesterday, but everybody, that's going to be a whole lot of fun. If you hadn't already downloaded and listened to the this week's podcast, I went back in the radio archives and pulled up an interview that Jason Ledbetter and I did with the guy that caught the state record yellow catfish in Dallas County, Mr. Rick Connor. He caught that fish in 1986, and we did the interview in 2016, and it's 2023, and it still holds the record. I think I got a picture of that. Let me see. I thought I did, but I get so tied up sometimes I forget them pictures. I don't see it. But Rick Connor, it's a great interview. He's a great guy, and that's this week's podcast. I'll be at the IP tournament at Roland Cooper State Park. They have their annual employees bass crappie tournament and also a great picnic. Randy Hanna will be cooking some ribs tomorrow at Roland Cooper State Park. This is a employees only event, but they have asked me to be there, and I am going to go. And Randall Sims, I'm sure he'll put some stuff out on Facebook. I don't know how big that fish was, Joshua. It weighed 30, 35 pounds, I expect, but it was a horse. Ain't no doubt about that. All right, let's go to the Community Neighbor Bank Grandma Karen weekend weather forecast for the weekend of April the 14th through the 16th, 2023. I hope y'all got your taxes done because tomorrow is the deadline for your taxes. All right, here's your weekend weather report. Today, a 20% chance of showers before 7 a.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 79. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 55. South winds 5 miles per hour. Then Saturday, a 40% chance of rain and thunderstorms after 1 o'clock. Increasing clouds, high near 82. South winds 5 miles an hour. Good day to get outdoors tomorrow. Saturday night, a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 62. South winds 10 miles per hour. Sunday, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 1 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 78. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 25. So you better be careful if you're getting out on that river Sunday. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 46. Getting cool again. West winds 10, 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20. I'm ready for these winds to get out of here. I can tell you that. That is your Community Neighbor Bank. Grandma Karen, getting outdoors, weekend, South Alabama weather forecast. This is your Grandma Karen Community Neighbor Bank, getting outdoors, California forecast. It's 42 degrees clear right now. Today, a high of 69, wind 5 miles an hour, humidity at 77%, mid-70s for the coming week. A heavy coat will be good while outside. Enjoy the rest of the show and stay safe. Thank you, Grandma Karen. Always enjoy sharing weather with you every week on the Getting Outdoors live show. I think that's all I got. Let me look, make sure I ain't got no more videos or stuff. Oh, here's something I did want to do. I know we got the Mark Curl Memorial barbecue cook-off next weekend up here, but down in North Baldwin County at Stockton, Alabama, they're having a Discover North Baldwin County Outdoor Expo. It will be from 8 to 4 p.m. next Saturday. All things outdoors, all in one place. For more information, you can go to the northbaldwinchamber.com or call 251-9375-665. They're going to have all kind of vendors and speakers and displays, food, music, arts and crafts, and so much more. It's just going to be, they're going to have the Auburn University Raptor Center will be there with the birds. And so if you're down in that area, South Washington, Mobile, Baldwin County, y'all go check that out next weekend in Stockton, Alabama. I'd about done forgot about that. These are the two to beat tomorrow in the IP tournament. These guys are going to be teaming up tomorrow. That's Joe Allen Dunn, Team Bigfoot, and Travis Powell, Team D Hooker. They are teaming up tomorrow in the crappie division of the IP tournament, and me and Randall will keep y'all up with that and let you know how they turned out. So that is going to be tomorrow. But those two guys are on some pretty good crappie. This picture was taken last Sunday afternoon. All right, let's see who else. Gary Jackson, good morning. All right, Gary, that's a good question. If anybody is on here that knows anything, he wants to know when they will put the new cell tower online that is 400 yards from my back door. And I'm telling you, they put that tower up in November. I have called every phone number. I have asked every AT&T, Verizon, and Frontier engineer that I know and asked them to ask their engineers. And the only thing I've been told, Gary, is they got to apply a fiber optic cable to that tower. Now, I don't know where they're coming from with that fiber optic cable. So I can't answer your question, but I can tell you this. That tower's been up since November. I mean, yeah, they put it up in November, and it hadn't been cut on yet, and we really do need it in this area. So if anybody listening to me has any influence with Verizon, please, oh, please tell them that we really need to get that tower online. We really do, and I appreciate you asking about that, Gary. All right, everybody, that's all I got. We had a good crowd on here. Thank you, Michael, for coming in here and telling us about next weekend's Mark Curl Memorial Barbecue Cook-Off. There's so much stuff going on that day down at the airport. And remember, he's still taking cook teams. If you have a cook team and want to get in next weekend, you need to call him by boy, all right, y'all remember this. Team Bigfoot, Team Dirty Hooker will be unstoppable. There you go. That's coming from the man himself.
There's no doubt I'm going to have 15 today because I am dialed in on them. I guarantee 15 today.
Dialed in done. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Him and Travis tomorrow. So they got the live scope dialed in by Shane Jones. So I hope they do good. I will certainly be pulling for them because I love to fool with them. All right, y'all. Thank you again. Remember, if you go hunt, fish, turkey hunting, we didn't even mention turkey hunting today. It's wide open, but I got a mid-season report on my podcast from Eddie Salter. But if you're hunting, fishing, camping, whatever you're doing outdoors, planting your garden, whatever you're doing, please, oh, please practice safety. Everybody have a great and safe weekend. Now, more than ever, God bless America. And remember what old Big Dad says, get outdoors. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
Pap taught me every critter's track and how to set a hair trigger on a trap. He taught me to shoot, scale, and skin and make a snare with a leather strap. He taught me to be a part of the woods and all his woodsy tricks. Said you gotta walk soft on 2 light feet and try not to break no stick. I thank Daddy for my savvy, how to hunt and how to carry anything that I might need to get a piece of skillet meat. How to walk and how to slide.